Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something I think many of you might connect with, but maybe from an unexpected angle.
Yeah, we're looking at some personal notes shared by a listener. It's all about their journey, navigating those very early days of parenthood.
Right, and the fascinating part, the starting point, this person explicitly said they were not a kid or baby person beforehand.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Actually avoided holding babies, had those, typical anxiety.
Like, what if I drop it kind of thought.
Exactly. So quite hesitant, which makes the transformation even more interesting.
Okay, so let's dive into that. Our mission here is to pull out the key insights, the relatable stuff, from this story, from that initial fear to, well, becoming a parent.
So, yeah, that pre-parenthood stance is really clear in the notes, avoiding infants, feeling awkward, a definite lack of natural comfort.
It's quite a stark contrast, isn't it? Because the notes that describe the moment their child arrived.
And poof,
Yeah.
an instant shift. Suddenly, they were a kid person, a baby person, without even thinking about it.
What drives that, do you think? That immediate flip?
Well, it could be a mix of things, right? Biology, maybe. Bonding, sheer necessity, it all just converges. It wasn't gradual, it was immediate.
And that immediacy carried over into the practical side, too, the actual doing.
Oh, absolutely. The notes are very candid about having zero prior experience, like never changed a diaper before the hospital.
Wow, okay. They mentioned trying to prepare, watching some YouTube videos.
Yeah, a little prep. But then, as they put it, it was game time in the hospital.
And all that theory just goes out the window, right?
Pretty much. You just have to, wing it.
They shared this one detail that really painted a picture for me. Using hospital gloves for the first diaper change.
That says it all, doesn't it? It's messy, it's real, it's learning under pressure, pure necessity.
It really underscores that point. Some things you just can't learn from a book or a video. You have to be in it.
Exactly. And that feeling continued when they got home. That immediate, okay, now what moment.
Right. The responsibility is suddenly all yours.
And you just have to figure it out. Their first priority, they said, was safety, placing the bassinet right between the parents in the bedroom.
That makes sense. A very practical first step.
And it loops back to their main takeaway, which comes up again and again. No amount of prep truly gets you ready, not until you're actually doing it.
The learning curve is vertical.
Mm.
And the impact on just, well, life, immediate, sleep, for example.
Oh, yeah. Going from, say, 8 hours straight.
Gone.
Yeah.
A thing of the past, at least for a while.
It feels completely impossible at first, that level of sleep deprivation. They acknowledge that. But, crucially, they also say you do eventually get used to it.
It's amazing, isn't it? You adapt. It becomes a new kind of normal.
And it's not just sleep. It's time itself. The whole perception of time changes.
It becomes incredibly precious. Finding even an hour or two for yourself for, like, watching something on Netflix.
Or just getting work done. It becomes a real challenge. And they mentioned being a full-time dad, no daycare involved.
Which really intensifies that feeling, I imagine. Time just gets absorbed.
Absolutely. And this whole story, this deep dive into one person's experience, it really speaks to that universal challenge, doesn't it?
It does. That steep, steep learning curve of becoming a parent. It shows how your identity shifts, how you learn skills you never thought you'd need.
All out of necessity and, well, love, ultimately.
So what's the big takeaway here? I think it shows that parenthood isn't just about learning tasks. It's a fundamental personal transformation.
Yeah, it demands adaptability, learning on the fly, often in messy situations, and completely rethinking how you use your time and energy.
You go from maybe being genuinely afraid or uncomfortable to becoming this person capable of handling things you never ever imagined.
Someone you might not have recognized before.
So here's a final thought for you, inspired by this story. If parenthood can trigger such a profound change from square one, shifting comfort zones and capabilities so drastically,
what other areas in your own life might hold similar potential? Where could diving in, even without feeling fully ready, lead to unexpected transformations?
something to think about.